months after notifying the Semiconductor PLI scheme, the government is yet to finalize candidates. Government sources tell us that the Telecom Minister met with over 45 companies and some of the biggest players in the industry. Ashmit is standing by with details. Ashmit, so any progress on being able to take the PLI for semiconductors forward?
Well, there appears to be a recalibration of approach. What highly placed sources within the government tell us is that they're no longer gauging the progress of the semiconductor journey with applications or investments coming into fabrication. In fact, what we're hearing is that the government sources are indicating that they're not looking exclusively at fabrication, but also looking at the entire ecosystem. So whether that's gases, that's chemicals, that's power, all of that was in fact on the table when the Telecom Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw traveled to the US. His travels took him to meetings with 45 different companies, some of the biggest names in the semiconductor space, not just in terms of fabrication, but also in terms of designing in elements. That was under consideration. In fact, what highly placed sources tell us is that India, especially the telecom industry, is working closely with India's Consul General to build bridges with the Silicon Valley there. And as a part of that, they've given assurances to the extent that there's a large talent pool in the country. They've also gone on record to say, to tell some of these large companies that as far as India is concerned, they will assure 20,000 megawatts of green power. That's another aspect that has been placed on the table to invite more interest, to invite more, perhaps invitation, more investments from the US. And there is assurance coming in from the US players that there is, in fact, active interest in India as a destination of developing it as a semiconductor hub. The only catch being, there's a longer time horizon that may be required to realize some of these aspirations of building a semiconductor ecosystem here in the country.
All right, Ashmit, appreciate you joining us. India and the EU